sister, and he made a deal with her that he wouldn't touch her little sister if she kept her mouth shut. Okay, so now she had a purpose, which was kind of righteous. You know, she was trying to protect her little sister. What she didn't know at that time is that it's probably not great to make a deal with a pedophile. You know, and so she was 15 or 16, found out that the pedophile had lied and he'd been messing with her sister too. So, and I said, then what happened? Okay, and then what happened? Because I guess as she told that story, there were different parts when she would tell it to people, they'd just kind of go, oh. But you know, I'm stupid, so I just go, well, then what happened? She went to the school and told, you know, she found out the dude had been messing with her sister, and she just couldn't stand it no more. She didn't care if he killed her now. Which is, I think, a spiritual principle. When she gave up control. She didn't care. She knew that what was going on in her mind and her heart and her body was holding her captive, was keeping her oppressed, that she was living below, whether she would use these terms or not, what the Creator had designed her to be. Her depression was not something a pill could cure. Her depression was simply a symptom of how she was living and thinking and treating herself. So many times we get depressed, and rather than going, why am I depressed? Let me fix it. We go, give me a pill. And we keep living like we're living, or we hit the pipe, or we whatever. So many times God will come to us in negative symptoms that we need to creatively respond to. So many times we try to avoid the very place where God lives. God don't live in the pie in the sky when you die, two-dimensional paper mache religion stuff. He don't live in the hopeless stuff. He lives somewhere in between those, in the tension of, when we talked about David last week, all this crap has happened, all this crap has happened, all this crap has happened. Nevertheless, I'm going to somehow believe beyond belief. David stayed in that tension. Right? And as gangster as David was, somehow he became known as the man after God's own heart. Didn't y'all study David much? Yeah. He was straight up gangster. I mean, he knocked up this dude's wife that loved him, and his response wasn't, oh Lord, I've sinned. His response was, y'all go get him and let him hit her a couple times.
So I think it's his kid.
Because Bathsheba come and said, baby, I'm late. Okay, the man after God's own heart response wasn't, no, I've sinned and I need to rectify this situation. He said, go get dude from the front lines, a general, very loyal to David, loved David. Let him sleep with his wife, have sex with his wife. Sleeping's not what he was thinking about. And then we're cool. And I imagine after the general got here, and he said, oh, brother, I love you. Okay, David's like, oh, brother, I love you. And he just knocked up this man's wife. He's looking him in the eye, holding him tight. I love you so much, I brought you home so you could be with your wife. Right? So, General trucks on, and I'm sure David had to open up his best bottle of wine, fix this. Slept like a baby that night. So the general was supposed to leave the next morning, and David's just waiting on Bathsheba. He got a text, I'm coming over. So she gets there, and he goes, okay, so, you know, we're good. She goes, no, that man loves you so much, and his men so much, that he didn't want to have a privilege that they couldn't. So he slept on his front porch. He did not come into me. And David goes, dear Lord Jesus, I'm sorry. Right? No. He goes, oh, okay, I'm gonna handle this now. So he go gets his black ops people, the special agents folks, the spooks, the CIA folks. Said, look, got a little situation. Okay, it's got to be on the down low. What I need you to do is make sure the general's on the front line. Okay? So the man after God's own heart had this man murdered because David had screwed his wife and got her pregnant. That's how gangster this dude was. And there's lots of stories before all that stuff. What made him a man after